Hello and welcome to a new school year. Welcome to the pirate family at Oceanside High School. My name is Mr. Ruse and I teach animation, photography, and computerized graphic design. Keep an eye on your Aries, keep an eye on what's being listed in your Google Classroom, and you'll be able to track what's going on and how you're doing. And if you find that you're needing to do something over again, talk to me. What's mainly important is that you learn what we're doing, not busy work. We want to learn some skills that are going to give you a better chance of having a happy, prosperous, and loving adult life. In my class, you will learn a blended mix of technology and workplace and restorative skills. The technology, you've been raised with the technology. We'll do some fine-tuning and introduce you to a new few things. The restorative and workplace skills are essential skills, essential to getting a job and keeping a job, keeping good relationships, open, honest, loving relationships. I'll say that again, open, honest, loving, compassionate relationships. You learn those skills and you will be you'll be light years ahead of the bullies, the liars, the cheaters, and unfortunately, they're out there. So learn your essential skills and you'll be way ahead of the pack and on your way to having a more prosperous, compassionate, happy, loving life. Pirate Picks is another program that I am involved with. Zach Cordner, professional photographer and co-founder of the O-Sider magazine, and I teach the after-school photo workshop called Pirate Picks, and you're certainly welcome to join in on that. So welcome to Oceanside High School, welcome to our digital studio, and we're here, all your teachers are here to help you make the most of your time. What you get out of this year will be based upon the choices you make in terms of how to spend your time. So welcome to the Pirate family. I look forward to getting to know you, to working with you, and anytime you need help, reach out. I'll be here or somebody else in your family of teachers will be available, but ask for help as you need it. I'm pleased that you were able to join us this evening and learn a little bit more about our digital studio, where tomorrow's professional digital communicators train. CTE stands for Career Technical Education. In our pathway, we have courses that lead to training and education students use to get a job, or as a foundation to go on to other education that will lead to a job. The pathway that we're on is the art, digital media, design, career pathway. Our digital studio is a learning environment, and the students regularly hear me say that they create this environment by their choices and behavior, which is true in the workplace, it's true in the family life, it's true everywhere we go. We create our environment, our life, by the choices and the behavior we choose. These are some of the classes that are offered along this pathway. TV, video communications, the photographic imaging, graphics, and animation. The A through G meets the California University standards for college admission. Where it says articulated, that means, for example, in photographic imaging and graphics, if a student receives a B or higher in both semesters and passes proficiency, they receive 3 college credits. And you might say, well, my child's not planning on going to Miracosta or planning on going to Palomar. It does not matter. They receive 3 units on a Palomar or Miracosta transcript that is transferable. What's that worth? Do the math. 3 units at San Diego State today, and you include books, transportation, food, housing. You're looking at easily over $3,000, not to mention the time that the student would capture in not having to take the class because they already took it at MiraCosta or Palomar. That's articulation. So we're learning digital communication skills. That's the technology. And we're combining it with workplace and restorative skills. That's our success plan. So we've got the career technical education, hands-on, project-based work. So the students, whether it's online or in the classroom, they're doing things that are building projects to apply the skills they're learning. The workplace and restorative skills, this is really the glue that holds it all together. Because without this, and adults, you know this, the world's going to fall apart. Decision making, goal setting, conflict resolution, job finding. We have introductions to all of these areas so the students will know that these skills are there and then they can go and learn more as they go along. Just an example, and this goes back probably about 12 years. Some of you may have had the privilege of knowing Coach Pulu Pomelli. Jeremy Martinez was a student of mine, and he approached Coach Pomelli because he loved doing graphic communications. And he said, I'll make your poster for you for the City of Oceanside Samoan Cultural. And Coach said, okay. They negotiated a price, $25 an hour. There's money to be made here. The students just need to learn it and start using it. And I've already started teaching them some of the negotiation skills and some of the words to use so that they can get work. The San Diego County Fair is a big one. Our students' work is entered into the fair and it's seen by over 250,000 viewers that come through the student showcase. In this case, Magali and I are in the center there, and she had won Best of Show. We also have a city councilman, we have the head of CTE, and we have Dr. Hurst and his wife on the right. At the time, he was principal. Every year, the congressional representatives, and in our case, it's Mike Levin, the 49th Congressional District, hosts an art contest. One of our students entered the picture that you see here, and it won. It won first place. And here, Juan Garcia and his mom, and our former principal, who's now head of career technical education for the district, Mrs. Teresa Hill Collis. What an honor to have one of our own students win this. What did he win? He won $500 and a trip for two to Washington, D.C., when they have the official display of the winners from all over the country. We use regular grading, A, B, C, D, and F. And I mentioned that it's really important that the students don't coast and think they're just going to make it up at the end. There's not time to make it up at the end. People turning in work at the very last day. Can't guarantee it or even be graded. It's very important that the work is done on time so that the grade can get in. 10% of the grade is based on workplace behavior. Why? Because these are lessons to teach the students how to get a job and keep a job. And that's workplace behavior. If they can't stay off their cell phone at work, they're going to get fired. If they can't turn in their work on time, they're going to get fired. They're going to get a 10% grade if they're making an effort. Real important, watch Aries, Google, watch Google. You can go into Google Classroom and see the projects. This one here we call file management. How do you organize your work so that you can get to it when you need to? It's called file management. And I actually give them a picture of what it needs to look like. So they're given this, all they have to do is make the files and folders, name them, and turn that in. That's how easy this is. Real basic stuff, but it's necessary. Aries, the ones that say TX, that's temporarily excused. That's a student that joined the class later. The green ones are ones that got extra credit because they got them in before a certain day. And the orange, may look red to you, that's late work. And the file management, that's the one I just showed you. That simple, copy what I give them. We have students that either can't turn it in correctly or don't turn it in at all. So as you're working with your students, look for these colors and have them show you the assignment. contact me. So this is where we're headed. This is what it's all about. We want to get your kids walking across that stage. We want to get them graduated so they can get on with their lives, apply what they've learned, and pass it on to the next generation. So what do we see? Pop quiz here. What do we see? Some people see two faces. Other people see a vase. I use this and other training aids to help our students understand that we all see things differently. I can be looking at something, they can be looking at the same thing, and we see it differently. And you adults know that this happens all the time. Think about the last time you got into an argument with somebody. Probably you're seeing it differently. I share these training aids with the students so that we can learn these skills, take them out into life, apply our training, and we increase our odds of having a more prosperous, happy, loving, caring life. Isn't that what it's all about?